Guys, so I'm having a little bit of a weird one today. I'm feeling a little bit emotional. I feel like the menopause is really hitting me hard at the moment. My emotions are up and down every day. Hot flushes, I don't get sweats, but I just get this heat that just comes up from inside and just feels like I'm on fire. It's so bad at the moment. I have this weird thing going on in my mouth that's been going on for the last 7 years since I've had my hysterectomy, which feels like I've got batteries in my mouth. Very strange. So that gets really bad when I feel like this, and generally just feeling a bit today. So I was sitting here playing on my phone, as you do when you're in the procrastinating mood, and I thought, I'm going to do a little video. Maybe other people are feeling like this right now. So I've not planned anything. I'm just going to go with the flow. I'm going to do what I feel is going to be nice for me at this moment in time. So please join me. If you're feeling a little bit like I am today, you have reached that stage of menopause, and I was thrown into it when I started my chemo, so kind of didn't get a choice there, and yeah, I've been okay with it up to now, but I feel the last couple of months, yeah, it's starting to affect me quite a bit, emotionally more than anything, to be honest. So I will stop rambling. Let us start and do a nice calming, open our hearts a little bit, be kind to ourselves. I think we need it, and I think we've deserved it. So let's start with some breath work. I'm really pushing breath work at the moment. It's so important. We really need to start breathing. So let's get on with it. I should stop talking. You just want to close your eyes down now and just bring yourself. My dog has stopped fidgeting about. Let's bring ourselves inside. Bring your attention maybe to your third eye, and then just start to notice your breath. Breathing in through your nostrils and out through your nostrils. And just start to notice where that breath is going. Are you breathing into your chest? Are you breathing quickly? Start to take that breath right down into our bellies. And here we can put a hand on our tummy and just start to feel the expansion of your stomach as the breath goes right down there. And start to slow our breath down. Start to relax, calm down our nervous systems. And all this pent up anxiety that sits on our chest here. And we have days where we feel like this. Even if you just sit and breathe, this will improve our moods. And keep inhaling, exhaling down into our bellies. And we're just going to start to count the breaths. So I want you to inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold for 4. 4 is too much, please do it for 3. Keeping your eyes closed. Take an inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Keep going at your own pace. I can't talk and breathe, so I'm going to do a few myself. Just keep going. If you want to count 3 or even 2, that's fine. I'll just give you a couple of minutes to do that. We really want to be doing this in and out through our noses. Our nose helps filter all the pollution and rubbish that's in the air around us. Let's do the last couple of rounds here. Start to feel dizzy at any time, and just take your breath to a normal flow. Okay, and the last round, let's just bring our breath back to our normal flow. But remembering still to breathe deep in and out through our nostrils. Something that we are forgetting how to do properly. So I am sitting up on a cushion. I don't know if I mentioned that at the beginning. Nice and comfortable, easy seated. Let's just do some nice gentle neck rolls. Again, you can close your eyes down. Just take your head to your right shoulder, your chin to your right shoulder. And then back to centre. Take an inhale, exhale to the left. Inhale, centre. Exhale, right. Inhale, centre. Exhale, right. Inhale, centre. And then just tip your right ear to your right shoulder. And as we're breathing here, just notice, how's your body feel? You're starting to calm a little bit. And back to centre, and then left ear to left shoulder. Got any tension maybe in your shoulders, in your neck? Can you feel that lovely release as you're stretching your neck there? As we're taking our deep breaths, come back to centre. Can you feel your body start to calm, start to relax? I know mine is. Okay, and just take our arms up above our head here. Maybe clasp your hands, push them up to the sky. And then just bend, take a bend to the left, to the right even. Feel that stretch. You can even take your right hand down here and then just straighten out those fingers. Pull up, not necessarily bending here, just pulling upwards. Feeling that stretch down the left side. And we'll come back to centre, take that clasp again, big breath in, and the exhale, go over to your left. And then you can take that hand down, and then really pull upwards with that right hand, up to the fingertips, feel that stretch down the left side. It feels lovely. Wonderful. And we'll bring our hands down and just start to roll our shoulders up and back, and down, and then come the other way. And we're going to bring our shoulders up to our ears and sigh it out. So bring your shoulders up, 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 and with a big sigh out of the mouth, let it go. And the shoulders up, and let it go. And one more time, bring your shoulders up, and let it go. Wonderful. I'm just going to start to bring a little bit of movement into the spine. You start to rock from side to side, and then we'll start to circle, just nice small circles to start with. You can even come off your cushion here, or you can stay on there, whatever feels comfortable for you. Let's go in the other direction, slowly waking the spine up here. You can feel some cracks and crunches. This is all good. And let's start to widen that circle, really, as you come back. Hold on to your knees, put that arch in your back, and come right down forward. Just come as far as you feel feels good for you, and then in the other direction. You can still have your eyes closed down here. Just really feel into the movements now. So we're warming up. As we're getting the happy hormones flowing. Which is what I needed today. Okay, that's lovely, well done. We'll just come into a seated forward fold. So again, you can sit up on your cushion here if you feel like you want that height on your hips. Or you can just sit as I am, or you can come up in a block, whatever your choice. If you want to get the cushion, put it on your legs, it's absolutely fine as well. We're just going to start to hinge forward from the hips. So keeping that nice straight line in the back and the neck. So the spine is nice and straight, going right up to the top of your head. And just stay like this for a minute. Feel that stretch in the back of your legs. And bring your hands to where it's comfortable. You can bring them on your pillow, or just next to you by your side of your legs. Goodness me, brain fog. And then take a big inhale. With an exhale, just lean forward. Just let it all melt down. Don't worry about the bend in your back. Let your feet go and just melt down onto the pillow, or just onto your legs, however you feel, whatever's comfortable for you today. Just melting that heart down into the ground. That's lovely, and then just slowly come up. Come into child's pose. So just turn yourself over. Big toes together, knees wide. Come into a wide-legged child's pose. Again, you can bring your cushion. I've got a bolster there. You can bring the bolster, whatever you want to do. No rules. No rules yoga. And just calm down, and again just melt your heart down onto the ground. And take some really deep breaths into the back area here, into the side ribs. Lovely deep breathing. And just bring yourself slowly back up. And come into tabletop. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Let's just start to find some movement here again, so we can do our cat-cow. We're dipping our bellies, looking up, and then arching our backs. And some people like to exhale here and inhale as they're dipping. Other people do it the other way around, so just whatever works for you. At the end of the day, there's no right or wrong way. Just really feel that lovely stretch at the tummy, and then stretching the back in cat. And you can start to move around here yourself, just do a little bit of freestyle. Start to wag your tails. I like to dip down into cow, come into child's pose, then come up into cat. This always feels amazing to me. And you can circle around, just move around and do whatever feels good for you. Oh, crack. Wonderful. Then we're going to come up into our first downward dog. So let's curl our toes under, come up, find our downward dog. Now we've warmed up a little bit, but we're still not really warm, so you can have a nice bend in your knees here, itchy nose, and then just maybe pedal the feet out. You want to see my tummy hanging out, do you? Tuck myself in. So we're walking, we're pedaling, just push that rump, backside, tailbone, whatever you want to call it, back and up, back and up. So you've got this beautiful V shape. You're not putting too much pressure on your hands and your shoulders, balancing out the weight between the feet and the hands. And you can keep walking if you want to. And we're just going to slowly walk our feet towards our hands, and we'll find our forward fold. So again, you can have a lovely bend in your knees here. Rest your chest onto your knees, just ragdoll down. Maybe take your opposite arms and opposite elbows, give yourselves a little rock. If you want to have that little bit more straightness in your legs, then you can bring a block into it, and you can find your block. But just the idea is just to ragdoll down. Rooting down, let the ground pull you down. And then without coming up, so what you do, turn, but you can stay exactly where you are. I'm just turning because I'm coming towards the camera. And just start to work your feet outwards into a wide-legged forward fold. So find your halfway point, so come up straight back, and then go back down. Again, you can have blocks here, have a block in each hand, you can be up here, it really doesn't matter, wherever you need to go today. I kind of feel like I need to melt into the ground. That's how I'm feeling. So, a nice deep breath. Maybe we can walk over to the right side. Feel the different stretch there. Do you feel it on your right leg, or do you feel it more on your left? So you're using the different muscles there. Then back to the middle. Let's come over to the left. And where do you feel that? Feeling that in the right leg more than your left. And back to centre. And Let's come down, find ourselves a squat. Now again, if you might be up on your toes here, you might have to sit on blocks, you might have to sit on a cushion, it really doesn't matter. Just find your squat wherever that may be. And then really the important thing here is to try and keep that spine straight, head on top. And then you can bring your hands to prayer, that's good for you. And deep breaths. I'm just going to pop that away. Now I'm really starting to feel those lovely endorphins release. I'm starting to feel happier. I'm starting to feel calmer. It's so important that we take time for ourselves when we feel like this. We have to be kind to ourselves and give ourselves that little bit of love back that we're forever giving to other people.
Move ring closed.
Thank you, Siri. So yeah, I think it's no, this is our time. It's our time. And yoga's not all about doing the splits and handstands and where you can be. If you want to come out of this, by the way, please do. Where you can get, how far you can get your legs apart, etc., etc. It's not what it's about. It's about finding your place, your comfort zone. You have to feel a little bit of discomfort. But today, we're just trying to make ourselves feel good because we're not feeling good. So let's come into bound angle pose. So just bring your feet into touch. And again, you can have blocks under your knees. You can have blocks between your knees, cushions under there. Again, it's whatever makes you feel amazing today. We want that nice straight back, head perched on top of the spine. You can just hinge forwards, however far is comfortable for you. We can close our eyes down and we can have do some nice deep breaths here. Down into our tummies. Maybe have a think about here what you can do for yourself each day when you come off the mat. It's not just when you're on the mat, when you're off of the mat. How you can just do the little things, like I went for a very long walk this morning, really found that helped me for that moment. It's a beautiful day here today. Obviously this helps, but just you feel like you need to curl up and watch Netflix, and do it. Don't feel guilty about things. Like, we all deserve our time. Sometimes we just need a bit of time out from the world. And I think dealing with menopause, all the symptoms that go with it, foggy head, feeling of helplessness, feeling invisible, feeling emotional, feeling guilty for all the feelings that you feel. These are real symptoms that we're suffering with, so we really do need to address them and to look after ourselves, not just brush them under the mat. You have to kind of face them head on. And if you get days like this, as I have, where you just think, this is hard, I think that's the time you need to take out for yourself and come onto your yoga mat, or curl in a corner and read a book, or put your favourite film on. Maybe even have that chocolate bar that's been sitting in the fridge but you haven't had it because you're being good. Sometimes we just need the little pleasures in life, so go ahead and do it. feel guilty. So I've kept you here for long enough, haven't I? Just pop your legs out in front of you and give them your thighs a tap out. We're just going to come down onto our backs now. Let's try and bring yourselves down slowly. You're using that core a little bit. Let's do a little bit of work for the core here. Bring your legs up into tabletop. And then we're just going to tap each leg up, down to the ground and back up again. So you can maybe with an exhale tap, and then inhale as you come up, or you can inhale as you go down and exhale as you go up, whatever's best for you. Just make sure that you've got that small of your back flat onto the ground there, so you haven't got this arching in your back. You want your back of your back, your lumbar region, nice and flat on the floor. And we're just going to tap. You can use your arms for a little bit of leverage here. Okay, sorry, I have got a helicopter going over, so it's a little bit noisy at the moment. I'll do 10 each side. I think we must be on back 4 by now. Beautiful blue sky today. Okay, and the last one each side. Lovely, and then bring your knees in, give yourselves a lovely hug. Wonderful. And just come into a happy baby, I think. So grab the outsides of your feet or your ankles, if that's better for you. You can just rock yourselves back and forth here. Think about the time when you were a baby and you didn't have to worry about anything other than your next meal was coming from. That you're going to get cuddles. Happy times. It's a shame you don't remember them, isn't it? Lovely. Keep breathing. Come down into a bridge now, so bring your feet down, just so you can just about graze your heels with your fingers. Again, your back's nice and flat on the ground. And we're going to take a big inhale here. And as you start to exhale, start to peel your spine off of the ground. Come up into bridge. And just take a little peek up and check that your knees are still in line with your hips. You don't want any splaying. And you kind of come up to rest on your shoulders, which for me always feels amazing. I have so much tension in my shoulders, so I always feel like I'm getting a little bit of a massage here. And take another inhale and exhale, start to peel yourself down. And then again, inhale. And as you exhale, peel yourself back up, vertebrae by vertebrae, until you come up on your shoulders. And if you want to link your hands underneath, interlace your fingers, really pull the shoulders back there, shine that heart. And again, just making sure your legs are in line with your hips. You should feel the weight evenly on your feet here, and your shoulders, maybe the tops of your arms, and back of your head. Firing up the glutes. Inhale, and then exhale, release back down very slowly. Lovely. Bring your knees in again. Give yourselves a little hug and roll. And we just want to bring your feet down to the ground. Bring your arms up above your head. Look, I've got the sofa in the way. Let's just have a real full body stretch here. Stretching from head to toe, right up to your fingers, right down to your toes. Breath in and a sigh out. A big breath in and a sigh out. Wonderful. Okay, now you can just come into Shavasana here. You can just relax. You can have a cushion under your knees, maybe like this. A bolster or pillow. You can have a cushion under your head. I'm going to open up my chest, so I'm going to lay back on my bolster. A pillow there as well. So if you want to come into Shavasana like this, bolster right up to the back, just lay down there. And I'm going to bring this up for my head as well. Just be comfortable. And you can either have legs out or you can come into supine bound angle. Bring your hands out. Let's just relax here in our Shavasana. Breathing deep. Deep into our chests. And as we're laying here, our hearts shining upwards, let's take our awareness to our heart space. Think about our heart chakra. Our heart chakras are usually associated with the colour green, so maybe you can picture the most beautiful bright green colour you've ever seen. Just imagine it swirling around your heart space there. Just swirling around your heart, through your chest, and then it grows bigger and bigger and starts to enter into your arms, your tummy, your head, and down into your legs. It's beautiful green colour swirling around all over your body. Imagine it taking and sweeping away all that negative energy, all those horrible thoughts, negative thoughts that we have, and it's replacing it with calmness and beauty and healing. And just imagine that as you're laying there and taking lovely deep breaths and feeling the beautiful green light flowing around your body. Inhaling and exhaling. Now we can just start to bring a little bit of awareness, start to wiggle your toes, your fingers, and your hands. And if you're on a bolster, you can just roll over to one side, or if you're not on a bolster, just come into a fetal position for a little moment. Keep breathing. And then in your own time, just bring yourselves up into seated, keeping your eyes closed. Bring your hands to heart space. Still with your eyes closed down here. So breathing in and out through our nostrils. Just think about yourselves and how utterly amazing you are. You've maybe brought children into the world. You maybe care for parents. You maybe care for somebody you love. Maybe you live alone. Whatever your situation, just remember always to be kind to yourselves. As human beings, we go through a lot. Always remember that. You can always come to your mat and find a little bit of peace. Work on some pranayama. Now, thank you so much for joining me. I feel so much better. I'm just in time because my neighbour is about to start making a lot of noise. So, namaste guys. Take care.